Man, oh man. I think it boils down to our same message, but let's talk this through. They just showed me something wonky that I had recognized. Okay, well, how can we get this out where I'm not like, okay. Have you ever heard the saying, it's like you have to be it to get it, or you have to know it to know it. These all sound so obvious, but like, it's like some people try to make sense of things that don't make any sense, and they give up. They're like, this is insane. I can't make sense. It's like it's too complex and layered, and at some point they recognize they're going insane trying to figure out like an insane person's mind, right? Like, you can drive yourself batshit crazy. And so you have to know your limits. And I'm not saying you don't want to bust through limits, but you also have to know where you're at, right? So you don't put yourself in too much danger. Okay, so I think it's kind of like that mentality. It's like, how can one ever really know another unless they are that other? Okay, so, okay, I think you get that gist. Okay, so they've had me do this. If you've been listening, you're well aware this isn't new news. And so I think I understand more now. It's like they have slowly lowered me in. Is what happened. It was like, I don't know if you want to call it luring me in or lowering me in, but because one could also say new level, new devil. You could say it many different ways, but the experience and the imagery, it was a bit of luring and lowering. But one has to know how to make one's way out, and most people don't. And so that was what they were showing was, I just can't get into all the details. I really can't, but hopefully you can hear it from that. So it was like I have been put in prickly situations that, it's like the bunny image. Like I had no business. It's like having a pure white bunny down in a manhole. I have no business down there. That's not where a spanking white, beautiful bunny needs to be. And nonetheless, they have had me, it's like go into those depths to understand those depths, to understand those tunnels, to know where those tunnels are, to know how they work, to know how they operate, to know these different things. And knowing it is not enough. I needed to experience it. I needed to be engaged with it. I needed to get inside of it. I needed to, there's a lot there. And so I had noticed something recently about my own behaviors and thought patterns in something. And I was like, oof. I was like, we need to talk about this. We need to talk about this. I don't know how healthy that is. And I think that's like residual. And that was what led to all these conversations where it was more or less like, that's what happens a lot of times where people do get lured into those tunnels. And it's like their eyes are open to a new way of seeing something. They were showing this earlier, like a zebra. Some people look at it and think it's an all-white horse with black stripes. Other people look at it and think it's an entirely black horse with white stripes. And it's just how you perceive it. But you can twist your eye just right now, pull one up and look at it, and you'll be like, wow, look at that. I never saw it that way, right? And so you might have a preference, but you never knew you had a preference. You only saw the zebra before, and you never looked at the zebra any other way. And now you see it in 3 different ways. The original way you saw it, then you see it as the white with black stripes or the black with white stripes. And we could keep going on and on with that, but let's not. And so sometimes people will get stuck at those different perspectives or perceptions, even though it could be totally opposing their original thought or belief or enjoyment or pleasure. And that in itself can be challenging for them. But then they can get like stuck or trapped in a place that they were supposed to maybe go learn from or discover or change or influence to flip their way, or many, 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 many different options and avenues here. And I was saying like, but I'm always able to get up and out. And it's like, yes, because my love for unconditional love is stronger than any other love or attachment here. And that's what saves me every time. And it also saves me from getting filthy. It's like, it's okay to look, discover, decide, discern, but when you know too, and you have to know your way back out and back up. And a lot of people, it's like, don't know that full circle. And so they go dipping their toe in things they shouldn't be dipping their toe in. They're not protected. They're not aligned. They're not getting the okay. Go check it out. Right? Like a lot of times these are from my alignment that I make some decisions that may seem wackadoodle to other people, but I am getting that guidance. And so it's like you have to know you and love you and decide if it's coming from your highest and best, if you have any expectations, there's a lot of questions you can ask oneself if you're not in like direct dialogue. And so but what is your default setting? Like, where is your default setting? Like, what is your default setting? I think that's a really important question for you to discover if you don't know, and decide if you like your default setting or if you need to change it, be rewired completely, have a reset. I don't know what you need to do, but I do, but I'll let you figure that out. And so I was saying at the end of that, when we had come to that understanding and I could see it all the way through, I was like, well, then it boils down to the same, like it can be said in the same language for people to hear it. It's like you have to love yourself so fully and completely that you're honoring yourself first and foremost. Otherwise, you're sacrificing yourself. So you have to choose. And again, hopefully you've been listening since the beginning, because that is not arrogant or prickish, but there is an arrogant and prickish way to do that, right? So it's like you have to be aligned to do that, to understand that, because you're still treating others as you want to be treated. That number one rule never, ever, ever goes away, because you are me and I am you. So that never changes. That should be part of your default setting. It's like it's in there. But unfortunately, it is something that we have to be continuously reminded of, because I continuously see the downfall over and 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 over again, because they forgot that one basic simple rule. It's like, how do we keep forgetting that? It's just one rule, and it is for our benefit. It's not like it's like against us or something. Anyway, oh boy. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.